What's up, world? This is We Need the Fifth. This your man Mo. Got my man Hill in the building.
One, two, one, two. Yo, what's up, man?
Got my man P in the building. Fellas, college football championship was decided. Ohio State Buckeyes beat Notre Dame. I want to say convincingly. It didn't seem like the game was ever in doubt. There were a couple of close moments when Notre Dame could have made a comeback. I guess my question is, what are your final thoughts on the new 12-team playoff format?
Congratulations to Ohio State. I guess we all had them to win. The format wasn't in favor of, but congratulations, Buckeyes.
Now we get to the pros, to the big boys.
Where they pay. Oh, no, that's everywhere now. They pay for play.
NFL conference championships happening this weekend. Sunday, we got the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
The New York. Buffalo Bills.
Well, okay. Now we claim
York.
them, huh?
Buffalo's part of New York. You always claim New York. The New York. The only team. Go ahead.
Okay. And then we have the Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I guess I want to go with the young boy first. Jaden Daniels, Commanders, has an opportunity to really etch his name in history. Being a rookie quarterback, potentially making it to a Super Bowl in his first year, and some would say he has a good chance of being a Super Bowl champion. The team that they have together and with the way he's been playing. Do you think that he can make that leap? Do you think he's ready to take on Philadelphia with Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts and that squad and their experienced roster? What are you guys looking at with the Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles? Are y'all going to be checking for the game?
What? And first of all, a shout out to P. I think he's the only one out the panel who had the Commanders winning last week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice. Now, you're talking about a young rookie with confidence and house money that shouldn't be here. That's bad recipe for Philadelphia. Not to mention they beat them already in dramatic fashion. So he's just riding a high horse now. But like I said, you add his talent. I like Jaden. Right now, I'm a believer. I wouldn't be surprised, pretty much. He doesn't feel like he's surprised. He feels like he's poised to be here. His team is good enough. You have talent on that team. It's not like, Jaden is throwing in some bumps. Like, Terry is amazing. You got Zach. You got Robinson. He has weapons, but Jaden is a catalyst for that team. And it just seems like every time he has the ball, a good player is coming. He's efficient. He's smart. He manages the time perfectly. He's an extension of the coaching staff right there. He's just ahead of his time as a rookie.
I picked Washington.
Definitely.
It's a good team. It's a great story because he's a rookie, whatever. But kudos to the Commanders organization. They put pieces around him. They put him in a position to succeed. And I'm betting it back. I got them going to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Betting it back.
Wow. So you don't think Philadelphia with Saquon Barkley can make it happen?
I mean, they definitely can.
Favorite.
You know what I mean? They definitely can. I'm not saying like it's going to be 48, 49, nothing. I think it's going to be a great game. Philadelphia is a good team. Obviously, you don't make it this far not being one, but I just think they're on one of those magical runs right now.
And there's
the quarterback playing Washington better, to be honest.
And they're expected to, so Philly's expected to win at home. That's a lot of pressure for a city that's demanding so much always. Yeah. They're not that good, Philadelphia, that you should be. Listen, I know you love your Birds. And you're from Philly, so you got your hand on the pulse how it is out there. Birds. Jalen just seems like every play, and I like Jalen Hurts, it's just every play he's susceptible to a, game-ending injury. Whether it's scrambling out the pocket, late slides, that has to be watched. The ankle, but Saquon is playing out as well, and I'm proud of Saquon. And they have some weapons too that's been laying dormant. So their wide receiver crew, it all gets to does Jalen have enough time? Washington's front four is finding a way to get there. They destroy Goff.
I think you guys are really being really diplomatic about it. I think Jalen Hurts is hurt. I think Jalen Hurts against that Washington defense, they've already proven if he's not 100%, they will get to him. It's not if they'll get to him, it's just when. It's just a matter of time because that's how they beat them during the regular season. Washington, Jalen got hurt. And Washington was able to tee off on them. And Jalen was taken out of the game, matter of fact, during the regular season game. And Washington went to town on them. And I think this is going to be rinse, wash, and repeat. Hey, same thing. I don't think Jalen is healthy. And if he's not healthy, I don't think he's healthy enough to run. To be a running threat. And if he's not a running threat, lights out. I think Washington Commanders do what they did in the regular season and just tee off on them. And that's where Saquon Barkley had one of his worst games in the regular season where he ended up, when Jalen went out of the game, I think he was averaging 2 yards a carry at that point. Where before he was averaging 6-8 yards a carry. So I think it makes a difference if he can run. He can't just be 60, 70% and in the pocket. I think if he's in the pocket against this Commanders defense, they're going to get to him. And I think it's going to be a rough day for Jalen. Oh, P? Yeah.
You said quite a bit. So
sorry. sorry.
So, I guess I know where Mo's going. You know where I'm going. Hell, he's still that's Mo said last week. Not sipping the Kool-Aid. But the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I listen. I want Washington to win. Where the money is at, I'm still going to say that I believe that Philly's going to find a way to win this game, unfortunately.
They're the favorites, so it's not crazy. I don't think it's,
P, I've dunked my head in the Kool-Aid bowl. Okay? Forget sipping. I straight dip my head right in the bowl.
I got Philly winning. I mean, outside of, and he made that play, outside of a miraculous Hail Mary tip, Philly has the edge over the Commanders. But like you said, no one's riding a higher horse right now than Jaden. And I would like to see him get to the Super Bowl. But as a betting, my heart's with Jaden. My brain is going to go with Philadelphia winning this.
Okay. Lower, yeah. Every time I think about betting with Philly for this point, I just think of everything that you said, as far as, hey, Philadelphia with the expectations and that so much pressure, and then him just not being 100%, Jalen Hurts. I think that's going to be critical, man.
But you have what distinctly you have is a guy out the backfield who's MVP caliber. So if you're going to be handing the ball off to him quite a bit, and he's going to get 4 to 5 a chunk, and he's going to be doing screenplay, and I love Saquon blocking.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on, to me, what Saquon does. You know what I mean?
And how they use them, to your point, because I don't think they use them in the passing game as much as they could. and maybe that'll change in this game coming up. On the other side of the docket, we got the New York Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Buffalo, New York.
Who you got, P, man?
Well, you know, I think anyone who watched the podcast is who I got. You know, Hemi Jones, Hemi Johnson,
All he does is win.
Tim Duncan. I don't go against him. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Shout out to the late Dikembe Mutombo. I don't go against Mahomes. No.
Yeah, and I'm when I'm watching television, sports television media, it seems like everybody's trying to convince me that Josh Allen is going to beat Patrick Mahomes in this conference championship.
Despite being 0-3 against him in the playoffs.
You know, and that, hey, a regular season win actually means something, and that this is a sign that, hey, they're turning the corner, and he's actually solved the Patrick Mahomes dilemma. Are you a believer in that? I know, because I know you follow the betting line and whatnot, and I think the Bills are favored in this. I think by 2.5.
No, it should be the Chiefs. Should be the Chiefs. Just make sure. I think the Chiefs are favored.
Okay.
And for right reason. This is all they do. I mean, this guy's poised to be what, 3-peat. The keys to Buffalo, I would have to say, run game. They can establish a run game with Josh and Cook. I think it would open up Josh on the sidelines. The Kansas City defense with Jones, if they can put pressure on Josh to linger in the pocket and not step up, and if they go outside the lines and collapse inside, they should have a game plan to do it. But Kansas City's defense is a little injured, so he can pick them apart if he finds his spots. There is a recipe for Buffalo to win this game.
Yeah, I think both of their defenses are coming in a little battered, because I think Buffalo Bills, one of their starting safeties is not going to be playing. They're going to be playing the rookie at the safety or whatnot.
But if KC, if you get to the last quarter and he's close, KC defense tends to find a way to ramp up their blitz package and their schemes. So this is a tough one for me. I got how do you ever bet against them like I do? I'm gonna go with boy. He just finds a way to win. I'm gonna have to go Kansas City on this one. It's close though. I'll be fair. It really is for me. I just can't bet against them this time, so give me Kansas City.
Yeah, it's against my philosophy, my religion, all that. Patrick Mahomes. That's it.
Well, I mean, understood. I mean,
and something I realized earlier today, whatchamacallit, we almost had a chance to have 4 black quarterbacks in the conference championship at one point. We're basically 2 or 3 points away from having, and the fact that it wasn't mentioned, that it wasn't something that surprised people. You know what I mean? That's kind of refreshing in itself to see, hey, how we come a little bit further along with that. I know it's baby steps.
I've heard it mentioned. You know, I don't want to I don't know how people feel about it. But yeah, I've heard people mention it. Like, Josh Allen crashed the party. He ruined it. So I think it's still noticeable.
Okay. Hey, hit us up on social media. Let us know what you guys think. Who you guys picking to win the conference championships? Are you vote with us? Are you with me and P for the Commanders? Or are you with Hill with the Philadelphia Eagles? Are you with all of us with the Kansas City Chiefs? Or do you believe that it's finally Josh Allen's time? Hit us up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We still out there. Which you can like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And you can hit us up directly at weneedafifth@gmail.com. Fellas, the All-Star, NBA All-Star starters were named. First, what do you guys think about, before we get into the starters, what do you guys think about the new NBA All-Star format as far as, I believe they're going to have Charles, Kenny, and Chuck. Shaq, Kenny, and Charles pick teams of, I believe, 6 to 8. And the winner of the Rising Stars All-Star game will also have a team. And it's going to be like a little All-Star mini tournament, I guess. What do you guys think of that new format for the NBA All-Star game?
I know I'm going to skip Saturday. That much I do know. But that used to be the exciting part for me. When I was young, like the slam dunk contest, even the three-point contest. Everyone's shooting it, so it's not going to be a surprise. It's not like you have your best three-point shooters as you had before. You know, your Dale Ellis's, your Larry Birds, your Del Currys. Everyone's shooting threes. So it's that part of it is taken out for me. I don't want to see the misses in the slam dunk contest. So Saturday's out. For Sunday, for them doing this new format, it's just every 3 to 5 years it's a new format, which means you're grasping for straws. Before you just dropped the ball out there and you had an All-Star game. It was competitive. It's All-Star Weekend has died for me in almost every sport. You know, I'm not a fan of it in hockey. I don't like the Pro Bowl. And NBA, I don't watch baseball's All-Star game, which before was exciting. I don't know if I just got old. I'm not fogey. It's just I'm just gonna skip that whole weekend in general. You know what I mean? I can't really put my finger on it. I don't know if it's old time sentiment saying that it's more fun than competition, but it does get competitive late. But I'm just out on it.
Let me ask you, I know you're down on it and down on All-Star games in general. What, if anything, would you do to change it? If Adam Silver came to you and said, "Hey, listen, he'll fix the All-Star game. We gotta have it. We gotta have an All-Star weekend. Make it palatable for fans like you." What would you do to change it up?
I would push the panic button and incentivize it. I don't think there's no reason to really play hard. I would say, hey, incentivize the fact that the winners would get a max contract. The losers get a secondary contract. So if you're poised to get $500 for that extreme, $500 for, say, $250. That's not even enough. So 5 years, $400 million.
You're wild.
5 years, $400 million. We get 80. And in the second tier, your max you can make is 50. So a difference of $30 million. If that's the way you're going to get you guys to play and be competitive for me to watch it, have it that way. So besides that, that's not going to happen. We're talking Coliseum stuff. To make it competitive, you're not going to do that. What do you mean? You're limiting me because you don't think I'm playing hard enough? Correct.
Would you be opposed to them doing what MLB did a while back, where, hey, the All-Star game is going to decide who gets home court advantage in the championship series?
That doesn't matter either.
Or yeah.
Because then what's the use of the regular season then, and playing so well? I mean, I think that's something that you earn playing throughout an 82-game series, 82-game season. One game's going to determine that. Why am I playing hard for these 82 then? I can save myself and then just play hard that All-Star game.
So at the end of the day, you think they need to provide some type of incentive for the players to compete?
No, I think in this day and age of player management and health, give us a week off. Give us a week and a half off. Give the players off. A break. I don't want to watch it. Excuse me. So hopefully they can regenerate during that time. Just give them a break.
Pete, where you at?
I think I'm kind of on the lines where Hill said. I think you have to throw money at it. Personally, I would say I don't care, but if Adam Silver said no, you have to care. I want it to be better. You would have to motivate them with money, because I feel like when it was good, the motivation was, I'm the nicest one out here. It was competitive because I want to show you I'm on the court with the star of stars. I want to stand out. I want to be the alpha among alphas. And now I feel like, congratulations, man. We all made it. And some people are cool with that. I don't think no one wants to be the top dog. And, and I don't want to like badmouth and say, oh, this new generation, all this new plays, but it's just not competitive. I don't think anyone could argue that. These games aren't competitive. So what would motivate them to compete? Money. Maybe the NBA matches your salary for that year, right? If you make $25 million this year, if you win, they just give you $25 off top.
I mean, I think that's
right?
more realistic than my situation.
Right. If you lose, you just lose. So you don't really lose salary, you just lose. But if I make $50 million a year, because this is the stars we're talking about. This is some guy making $2 million. Even if it's a guy who's underpaid, second round pick, oh my God, he made an All-Star game. He might be making $2 million. He's gonna go hard, pause to get the make it turn into 4. If I'm making 50, same thing. I'm gonna turn my 50 to 100. So if you could double your salary, I think people. I mean, it's. I don't like it. It's come to that because I just like the idea of alpha wanting to be the alpha among alphas, like I said. But obviously, that's not the case. So you have to incentivize it with dinero.
Do you think they could get away with just offering the winning team members $1 million?
No. I take into account Jimmy Butler is fined 2 games. He's losing $3 million. He's fine. $1 million is not life changing. It sounds crazy. It's not.
Yeah. Wow. It's interesting. Just off the I know we didn't discuss this, but Bronny James and LeBron James turned down offers to participate in the skills competition on Saturday of the All-Star game.
They still do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's gimmick stuff. I don't care about that. Like, I never watched the skills competition, ever.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I guess people would have thought it was a nice story.
Let's talk about who did get voted as the All-Star starters. For the East, it's Jalen Brunson.
Deserved.
Donovan Mitchell.
Well deserved.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Deserved.
Jason Tatum.
Well deserved.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well deserved.
For the West, we have Stephen Curry.
Not deserved.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well deserved.
Kevin Durant.
Deserved.
LeBron James.
Not deserved.
Nikola Jokic.
Well deserved.
Wow.
7 out of, what is that?
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, the East got it right.
Banged it. Knocked it out the wall.
The East got it right. This is going to be a little controversial. I'm not sure if Steph makes the team. And they're telling me starting. Because, and I'm not saying it's like, oh, no way he can make the team. I just say it's debatable. Are we really saying it's debatable? You could debate that Jalen Green's having a better season than Steph Curry. You could debate it. I'm not saying he is, but you could debate it. He's on the second best team in the league. I mean, in the conference, which is what we're doing. It's the conference. De'Aaron Fox. Are we sure Stephen Curry's having a better season than De'Aaron Fox? You know what I mean? Even Kyrie. Is he? I know Dallas has a better record. I mean, of course, it's talent around you and everything, but all these guys I'm naming have a better record, and they're giving you pretty much the same output. So, I think Steph kind of stands out with those picks. LeBron, KD,
French, but you can make an argument why they both.
It's similar. Like even Steph. If Steph made, I'm not saying he shouldn't have been a starter. I'm just saying those other guys that I name, I wouldn't be mad if they were put in that position also. KD, LeBron, pretty much the same. Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, record. Jeez, Phoenix in LA.
I mean, so who would you put in? Because I'm assuming that you have the same issues with the Western lineup as P does.
Yeah, no, I gave nose. I think it was the.
So who would you put in?
Jalen is my guy.
Okay,
So that's.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's your guy. I forgot. Yeah, the Anthony Edwards guy is pretty good too.
Yeah. And AE, of course. I mean, you got to find a way to get Wembanyama on that team.
Yeah, I think the front court. I would think him and AD would make it.
Mm-hmm.
I would think so.
AD, Wemby, and
maybe.
and Joker.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, you mean
that
for the starters?
Yeah, I would approve that. Yeah.
I mean,
See, AD, LeBron. Okay.
they keep them both for right.
You go either way. KD or Wemby. I think you could go either way. Yes, I'm saying is,
Again, I mean I think that's the part where it's 22, 23 seasons and an homage to them while they're here. So you got the coaches and players for that, and then the fans just are going to be fanatical. They're always going to say LeBron James and Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
But going to the meat and potatoes of it, I was disgusted seeing both of them on it.
Wow.
I want them to go
let
in.
them know how you really feel.
And love them for all the contributions that they give. And maybe this is a contributionary pick for it. Well, it shouldn't have been.
Okay. Like I said, let them know.
Shout out to the East for
the East side.
taking time and finding things in, throwing. They didn't put Jimmy Butler on it. They didn't throw Embiid on it. And they didn't throw Paul George on it. They actually took time to really.
And Paolo, they didn't throw him on there either.
Hurt.
Yeah, but at one point he was top 5. Vocalist.
No, it was deserved.
Mm-hmm.
At that point when he was healthy, he was playing like an all-star star.
And they were winning.
No, he was top 5 while he was hurt. Like he was getting top 5 vote during that time. But hey, guys, hit us up on social media. Let us know what you guys think about the NBA All-Star Game. How would you fix the NBA All-Star Weekend? Do you think it needs to be fixed? Hit us up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video is coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And you can hit us up directly at weneedafifth@gmail.com. Fellas, recently had what I considered an NBA legend. I think he went on the Young Turks show. Scottie Pippen said a lot of volatile things. I'm trying to be as diplomatic as I can with this, because like I said, I am a long-time Scottie Pippen fan. But he's pretty much said that, and I'm paraphrasing, that he could have won the 6 rings without Jordan. That Jordan is not the GOAT. Neither is LeBron. That Magic Johnson is now the GOAT. And that he's better than LeBron because he has 6 rings and LeBron only has 4. And he could do everything LeBron can do. This is tough, man. And maybe it's only tough for me. But what are you guys thinking about Scottie and where he's at right now, man?
Sad? depressing? Going out bad, as the young kids were saying right now? Crashing out? That's what the kids were saying right now?
Oh my God,
Scotty's
it's
definitely
not good,
crashing out.
fellas.
It's just I thought he was crashing out when it was his anti-Jordan stuff. You know what I mean? Last Dance tweaked him. I get it. But that, to me, Jordan being Jordan shouldn't hurt anyone's opinion. He does that with everyone. I thought he lost it back then when he was like, but it was some merit. I can see some merit to what he was saying. I don't agree with him when he was saying that at the time he thought LeBron was better. He was wrong, and anyone else who thinks that is wrong. Period. Jordan's the GOAT. At this point in time, where I'm on the lines of, you're too old to be trying to go viral. You miss your time. Leave it to the young kids. Leave it to your kids. Or we have a mental health crisis that we're dealing with right now, which is, the man needs help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's going through quite a bit of things in his life. We don't have to discuss personal. But it was just disturbing to watch for a little bit. I didn't watch all of it. And because with me, stuff like that just tunes me out. Either they're going, or it's like you said, like, listen, I don't have time for the viral moment. Like, I kids, like, they can do whatever to go viral. I want serious stuff from these people that I admired, and I admired Scottie.
Yeah.
Now I write him off as a kook. And I don't mean to take like that, because people go through mental health issues.
Yeah, but hey, it is what it
It's
is,
borderline
man.
insanity. Like, he's going crazy. I don't know what this is right now. Before, I thought it was just envy with Jordan. You couldn't do what Jordan did. You could. I don't think he could win 6 rings if he had 6 quarters put it inside those machines to get 6 rings. To get a ball. And so, again, you two were more Scottie Pippen. And I'm a fan of Scottie Pippen, is what he contributed. But you two, growing up, admired Scottie Pippen's game. I took shots at Scottie Pippen growing up. I thought he couldn't hit the side of a barn. He wasn't that far away from me with LeBron James, if you think about it, their offensive output. So that's the reason why I thought he skewed to more liking LeBron James. And to me, that's why it made sense why he picked him. Again, I didn't agree. I thought it was dumb, but I can see why he could do it. They both, to me, were offensive horror shows. But outside of defense, locking down defense, you know what I mean? Like, I admire him for what he was. I mean, Scottie Pippen was, again, like you said, like I don't give great. I was very, very, very good player. Very good player. His greatness was the residuals of playing with Nirvana, the all-time greatest basketball player ever. That's why you can feel comfortable saying he's great. I can detach Jordan from Scottie Pippen. That's why Scottie Pippen's a very good player to me, and I'm fine with that. That's a hell of an accomplishment. But for what he's saying now, I don't take anything from it. It's just no merit. If I wasn't as saddened as I would be laughing. But I'm past that point of laughing. I'm getting older. I have to save my energy for actual stuff that I need. And for this, I just wrote it off as sad. He's going through a mental health crisis. That's the way I chalked it up.
P.
Yeah.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Hill, you were a truth teller.
That one.
Full disclosure, and you got, like you alluded to. I mean, I had Scottie Pippen on my wall, literally cut out the Sports Illustrated. I was like, him and Jordan were my guys. That's kind of like when I really, to be honest, got good in basketball. I patterned myself after Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. So that's he's one of my guys for real. Even like you said, this has been going on for a while. Like at one point, he said, he asked him who the GOAT. He said, Will. Then he said LeBron. So it go every 2 years he picks a new GOAT. Now it's Magic. Cool. Everyone has a right to their opinion. All great plays.
Love you too, Madge.
Yeah, all great plays that he named. Rest in peace to late great Wilt Chamberlain. Cool. You know, and it got to a point where in my mind I was kind of like, Scottie, don't make me choose. You know what I mean? Like I said, I patted my game after both of you, but one more than the other, right? We just had talking about the All-Star. We had a conversation about alphas, right? Don't make me choose Scottie. and I felt like that a couple of years back when he started this. So when this came out, I was like, dang, I really rock with Scottie because I still can't really just diss him. You know what I'm saying? And the LeBron thing is true. He can do everything LeBron could do. It's just that LeBron does it all better. You know, you can make it argument maybe on-ball defense, but that Miami Heat LeBron was tough. But so he is. I feel like he was kind of like almost like a Terminator. He was like the archetype, and LeBron is the updated version of it.
T1000.
You know what I mean? Like you said, obviously he's going through some personal stuff. You know what I mean? Obviously. But he's been going through it for a while. That's the thing. Like, someone might have to give some tough love. Like, all right, bro, get over it.
Right. And in the piggyback, there's no time limit if you don't get the help. You'll be going through this as long as you possibly will be going through it. If you don't seek, some type of healing. Hurt people. This is hurting people.
Yeah, and this is almost, we get into the mental health thing and, I know you say like seek help. I'm more thinking get over it, bro.
But you see that, and that's the problem with therapy. That's the problem with therapy.
I'll be honest,
it's just not that easy sometimes to get up because we're here again. Like you're right. The changing of goat to goat to goat to goat. It's like, bro, seek some counseling, seek talk. You have things that are upsetting you. If it's about Jordan, say so. If it's about personal issues, say so. Because when you have the time on a national stage, you go rogue. It's
like he's not at peace with himself.
Anything, right.
And not happy with the life that he's living.
Right.
And he's lived a pretty great life, know. I mean, hey, what you gonna call it? Just on regular people's standards. Hey, you had a chance to play professional basketball for a living. And you got the chance to play professional basketball with arguably the greatest players of all time. And you were in the era where we acknowledge most of the greatest players of all time played in, as far as, hey, most talented era. Like, hey, is Jordan, Barkley, you playing with Hall of Famers. And you, for the most part, hey, you were able to say, I got 1 over y'all. I got 6 over y'all.
Yeah, because if you say 1997, name your top 10, he might be 2 or 3. As it goes on, 30 years later, it might take a while for people to get to Scottie Pippen.
And that's the thing. I think he's kind of tarnishing his legacy. Like he's
not making it better.
He's now going to be famous for this.
Yeah,
he's a 6-time NBA champion. I think 10-time All Defensive. I think 2 gold medals. Like he's an accomplished basketball player to most point, but this is overshadowing his basketball accomplishments.
And NBA runner-up MVP.
I believe so, and I agree. I think, in my opinion, maybe mid-90s, he might have been
third,
the second best player on earth.
Second or third, I get.
Like I'm only going Dream because
that's
Dream won the championship.
That's
I gotta go Dream. You could argue David Robinson, Pippen during that time.
Absolutely,
I guess.
That's what I'm saying.
I would go. He was the second best player in the league.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So 97, I can see where he would have the bitterness now because you introduce some guy named Shaquille O'Neal that drops him down the totem pole. You introduce some guy named Kobe Bryant. You introduce some guy named LeBron James. Then people would say, hey, listen, depending on how you feel, you introduce some person named Penny Hardaway. You introduce some person named Grant Hill.
So in your opinion, this is like a cry for attention.
Yeah. Hey, listen, he's the top 75 player.
Yeah, how much attention do you need?
Yeah, that's
apparently a lot because if for what he's done for me, he's sketching it. I don't want to go back because if I have to go back, I can find a way of me getting him out of there. That's why he's in there now. Like you're saying right now, it's because of these interviews where he can eject himself out of my top 75. He's already stamped in as a very good player and well-deserved to be 75. I was there already. You keep coming up and forcing me to you want Anthony Edwards? Yes, get Pippen out of it. I can give you a whole bunch of people now I can say.
So now it's kind of like, wait, let me do a deep dive.
Yeah, like
it's almost
like you gonna make us
it's
really
almost like your alphabet boy. Like,
yeah, dude, I approved your application already.
This is Frank Lucas with the chinchilla.
Yeah.
Right? Let's do a deep dive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's check this guy out.
Absolutely. And when you do your little forensic accounting and you say, no, then you start getting to the point where you're like, well, he didn't give you 20? How's he whole? Like, you don't want to look into certain things where you're saying, like, explain to me 6 rings. That's him.
Yeah.
That's Jordan.
Because he's definitely one of those players in the top 75, I feel, that you had to see in order to be able to submit his, like, the numbers don't
the numbers
get
don't
you
really
there.
Like the 6 championships is kind of like his crown and jewel. It's not his individual statistics. And yeah, I agree. Like if you didn't see him, like I think he's up there in steals, whatever. But other than that, his statistics don't wow you. They don't jump off the page. But if you saw him play and saw the era he played in, then you would have a different perspective about how good, or very good in Hill's opinion, or me, or great that Scottie Pippen was. But yeah, it's a tough situation. It's just he was one of my favorite plays, regardless.
I know we're talking about some of the things that we think could be causing this breakdown. And I hate to be the one to break up the elephant in the room, but how much of a factor that, hey, that guy's son is dating my ex-wife?
Yeah, that's complete when I was saying get over it.
Wow.
No, I mean, look, I don't, she's a mother. She has a son. I don't want to be disrespectful of nobody's family. Just to generalize it, if you're married and unfortunately the marriage doesn't work out, you have to move on.
Yeah.
No matter whose fault it is, why it happened, you have to continue to live life. For both parties. She has to continue to live her life, and and Scottie Pippen has to continue to live her life. I wish him the best, but you just can't dwell on the past because it'll slow up
your future,
your present and your future.
Yeah. So. And to Hill's point, hey, you might not want us to have to relook your application and do a deep dive because it might might not turn out the way you expect it to, brother.
Scottie, you're
just saying.
Kid. Don't worry about it.
I'm just saying, man. Wow, Scottie Pippen. Hey, hit us up on social media. Let us know what you guys think. Have you heard the Scottie Pippen interview? What do you think is going on with Scottie? Let us know what you think. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video is coming out. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And you guys can hit us up directly at weneedafifth@gmail.com. Before we get up out of here, wanted to talk about new MLB Hall of Famers. CC Sabathia,
Suzuki,
Ichiro.
No, is it Suzuki? Ichiro?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Suzuki Ichiro.
I'm so used to just calling him Ichiro, but they're both.
Yeah, one more. I think it's one more, right?
What?
That was inducted. 3 people that got inducted. Come on, let's not look back to the third. No,
I forgot about the third, man. I mean, after CC and Ichiro, I was pretty much done, man. Shit.
This is gonna be interesting.
Y'all be lucky that I mentioned this.
Interesting.
It was. I figured we got to the Yankee, we finished. Be happy I mentioned Ichiro too.
Yeah.
Shout out Ichiro. I see you.
Yeah, Ichiro's interesting because I think but he still got like 3,000 hits.
Yeah.
So to me, that's always been a stamp: 3,000 hits or 500 homers.
Billy Wagner.
Okay.
Oh. So you understand why we forgot?
Billy Wagner.
So you understand? So
10th time won a ballot. He's in there. Billy Wagner's in there.
10th time. So he got better while he wasn't playing. That never made sense to me. If you didn't make it the first time, you just shouldn't make it.
The Baseball Hall of Fame vote
Astros
is
and Mets, right?
All Hall of Fames is horrible.
Astros, Mets,
I
Billy
believe
Wagner.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Flamethrower.
You understand why we forgot. I'll just say that. CC, congratulations. I got to look at the stats.
LA, right?
he going in as a Yankee.
Oakland, I think. Oaktown, right?
Oaktown. Charles.
Yeah.
Charles Sabathia.
Yeah, I was always a big fan of him. So congratulations to him, definitely. The chip helps. That's
Hardware in New York.
Yeah, that definitely helped his cause.
It's nasty in Cleveland.
And Ichiro, he was close to being a unanimous pick for this Hall of Fame ballot. I think one writer voted against him. I am so tired of these unwritten traditions in baseball like
That's
this.
what they get to hold dear to them.
It's just like
holy
this
grail.
is just terrible, yo. There are certain players that there should be no question in anybody's mind. I don't care what unwritten tradition and how long it's been unwritten for. Get over yourselves. Now y'all just y'all screaming for attention and won't even be man or woman enough to admit you were the one person that didn't vote for Ichiro. I just don't get it. It baffles me.
The man would, hit anywhere. They'll literally determine where the ball was going to go anywhere. I used to pull. He's a left-hand. He used to pull a line drive to first base, and he was gravitational pull to make it to first base, regardless of where if he hit it to first base.
So back in the day, I would say Wade Boggs, Tony Gwynn-like. Just a great hitter. You know what I mean?
Peppered the baseball.
Yeah, just like a technical hitter. Wherever he'll hit the ball where you're not. And he'll on
Deliberately.
purpose.
Deliberately.
This isn't chance.
Deliberately.
Yeah.
And it's the hardest thing to do, and he knew where he was going to put
Yes.
it. Hardest thing to do is hit a baseball.
As an ex, little leaguer or whatever, yes. Much harder to play hit a baseball than any other thing I've done in sports. I completely agree with
to
that.
make contact.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's tough because you don't know what's coming.
Right.
You guys play baseball.
Right.
But I'm just saying, it's just I agree with that. Hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports, in my opinion. I agree. I totally agree with that.
So
Congratulations, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely,
well deserved.
definitely.
CC, and congratulations, Wagner. Also,
Going in as a Yankee, right, or Indian?
CC going in as a Yankee.
Good job. Good job.
He didn't win no chips with them Indians.
He shows. I've seen some interviews. He shows Cleveland love, but the chip is the chip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, winning is winning. Fellas, what's on the radar?
For me, as we're getting older, it seems like more pebbles are being thrown at the throne, and I don't want to become common ground now that people are really coming at my man Mike. It needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? I think the best quote I have is, "Dudes want to be Michael Jordan's not even Kobe Bryant's yet." You know what I'm saying? If Kobe's hollow to you and y'all can't talk to him about Kobe and dissing Kobe, his father is Jordan. So for those who are still thinking about wasn't better than or who is, and I know most people have it as LeBron and Jordan. It just needs to stop. LeBron is a great player.
Great.
Nothing wrong with being number 3. It's not. Or 4. Depends on how you look at it. Or 5. He's had a tremendous career. He's outlived any expectations anyone could have had for him. And to me, that is his greatest accomplishment. However, we had this kid from Akron. He's surpassed that. And that's what makes him amazing to me. Basketball standpoint, I have my reservations about why he's not up there as the greatest. And that's just mainly aesthetics, not accomplishments, because I can't fight numbers. But for me, it's coming out of taste now. Michael Jordan is fine wine, great china, and unfortunately I have to say a roach. Something that's a roach. something that's just going to be here through the test of time, through any atomic bomb. That's what it's going to be. Roaches, LeBron James. Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. You know what I'm saying, period. And I think it, and I want to stamp that for me from here. Like, just leave it alone. Go somewhere else.
P?
Me gonna get a little political. The president, not even president-elect, the president.
Yeah, actual president.
It's a lot of the policies and stuff he's writing off. It's really on my radar. Really affecting the real estate market, stock market, crypto has just shot up since he's been, and even stuff like pretty much the gender. So at this point, it's pretty much he's trying to write in either or, male or female. So, I'm not saying I'm for or against, but it's definitely on my radar.
Eggs are still up, though, right? Gas is still high. Eggs and gas still high. We're still doing that.
Yeah.
I'll still be at work on Monday.
Yeah.
Copy that. I feel you on that. There's some pros and cons. I guess we'll down the road that we definitely discuss.
For people investing in the stock market. Well, these are good times. Cryptocurrency holders, these are good times. You can't tell them anything.
We'll see how long they last. What's on my radar? News about Black Panther 3 coming along. Also, really excited about author I read, Tomi Adame. She wrote Children of Blood and Bone. It's a tale of Orishas. They're developing a movie concept for that. It'll be starring Viola Davis, Idris Elba, just to name a few. I believe Angela Bassett is even attached to it as well. So I'm really excited to see that. They're trying to make, basically, for lack of a better comparison, African version of Lord of the Rings, because it's a trilogy, a book. So I'm really excited to see that come to fruition. I know they're in the development stages and just started casting. So
great cast, very very talented cast.
And that's just a few. I know they have other great actors attached to this project as well that I forgot to name. So please forgive me on that. Fellas, another one in the books. For all our fifths out there, stay safe. Hit us up when you get a chance on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification so you know when the next video is coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcasts. And you can hit us up directly at weneedafifth@gmail.com. Hit us up with your video questions, topics you want us to touch on. You can hit us up there. All right? Another one in the bag.
Peace.
Peace.